And welcome to another edition of Pop It. It's a pop culture game show with me, Matt Rebar. And today it's a face off. Last time we had a tie for first place. Both Alexa and Raina, I believe, scored 26 points. 25 points. My bad. Don't want to tell any fake news on this show. So now the two of them are going to see who is really the real winner as we find out today who is going to be winning of the winning. Which makes no sense. Anywho, so we got Alexa, we got Raina, and we're going to run right into it. So as you know, 5 topics, 30-second opinions each. I give points based on subjectivity. So first topic, Lil Uzi put a $24 million diamond in the middle of his forehead. Apparently, he loves the diamond. He wants to be part of the diamond, and he's still paying that diamond off to this day. Raina, what do we think of this fashion choice?
$24 million. That is underlined like 5 times. I read that they didn't think he was serious at first. And once he started putting money down, they're like, oh, we got to do this. I feel like I don't have a microdermal. It looks like Alexa does. But I feel like a magnet probably would have been the best way to just get it on, safest. Doesn't come, you can take it off, put it on. It's huge. It's huge. It's giant, and if he gets hit in the head, it's going to be an absolute mess.
All right, that's your time. Alexa, what do you think of this diamond in the forehead?
I hate it. He needs to be canceled for cultural appropriation. As a trans woman, I feel like it's our job to modify our bodies in such ridiculous ways that it almost looks cartoonish, and he's out there just doing it, taking jobs of looking ridiculous away from good, hardworking trans women. We try every day so hard to look like Jessica Rabbit, and then he just goes out there, throws a diamond in his face. He's gonna come back to regret it, and I would be flabbergasted if it does not get infected and rejected.
I think my biggest takeaway is like he must have some really bad friends because everyone was like, "Lil Uzi, that's the way to go." Like make it a necklace, like make it into like a hand bracelet thing. Why does it have to be in the middle of your head? You carved out your head for this diamond, and also the fact that he's still paying that diamond. Like, can you imagine that mortgage on that diamond? Oh my god, I'm stressed out. Also, 24 million. There's so many better things to do with $24 million than to buy a blood diamond. I digress. The Weeknd had a Super Bowl concert with some mixed reviews. Alexa, did you watch? What did you think?
I thought he was good. That face thing really confuses me, though. And again, it's the cultural appropriation. Like, it's our job to get ridiculous amounts of plastic surgery. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to go back, watch all of his music videos, study his music to know what's going on. Like, because apparently it's something about a storyline. He got beat up and then, had to get reconstructive surgery. Too much. Just perform. I don't want a whole cinematic movie for this.
All right. Raina, what did you think?
The concept was extremely confusing considering at the show he didn't have any of the bandages he's been walking around with for like 6 months on. So that was weird. But also, he had something that no one else had, complete access to the stadium. There was hardly any people in the stands. So it just was kind of frustrating to see him stand in a big giant box. All these choir singers just right next to each other, really irresponsible. But the biggest thing that I saw is I could do this from my house. I could do it right now.
That's your time. That's I will say I thought that sequence in the right moment it would have looked cool, but it did look weird. It was like, this is the Super Bowl, this is not the VMAs. But I think he obviously was singing live. I think the mix sucked. I don't know who was at the mixing board and was like, let's put on a bad filter on the mix. I don't know why that was, but again, if Beyonce or Gaga did that Super Bowl halftime show, people would be pissed. He's not really a performer, more of a singer, and I think that kind of showed. So it was okay for me. The show Riverdale they just did a 7-year time jump forward. So Archie was fought in war. Betty is now an FBI agent. Veronica's now married. So we're out of high school and whoosh, we are 7 years later. What do we think? Is this a good twist for Riverdale? We'll go back to Raina on this.
I just want to emphasize to anybody who's not familiar with that show, I wasn't. This is Archie from the Bubblegum. Okay. These people were bubblegum characters. Now they're adults. Now one of them has PTSD. The other one hunts murderers and killers. And holy shit, I would have never expected any of this from bubblegum. Bubblegum. Bubblegum from like 1950.
All right, Raina, shell shocked. And Alexa, what do we think of this time jump?
Can we time jump to the point where the show's canceled? I hate that show so much. I refuse to watch it. I refuse to read anything about it. Namely, I was in a Sound of Music production when I was younger with one of the girls who's in it, the one that's dating like Cole or Dylan Sprouse. I was in a play with her. I don't like how much more successful she is than me now, so cancel it. Cancel them all and let me get some of Cole or Dylan. I don't know which one's in the show. I know it's one of them, but either way, I'm fine with it.
I have to say, I think this show has been. Everyone makes fun of it. It's jumping the horse left and right. It's jumping the shark. But this time jump is just insane. And I don't know if you saw the trailer, but you have Archie in war. It's clearly a football field. You have like the football, like the little, like, whatchamacallit, the touchdown post. You can see that in the background. What war is being fought on an American football field? That's what I would like to know. Unless Riverdale's trying to do like a Red Dawn situation. I don't know. But let's just say I agree with Alexa. I think this show has overran its welcome. And I mean, hey, if this revives the show, brings in new viewers, good for them. Britney Spears has been in the news big time, obviously, for the documentary Framing Britney Spears on Hulu. It's great. I recommend it. But this fact came out this week that she was grounded by her father for 3 weeks because she went on a socially distant walk on the beach last summer. So, Alexa, back to you. What do we think of this?
Leave Britney alone. Just leave her alone. But for real, though, I feel like, one, her dad's messed up for doing that. But two, the media needs to stop covering everything about her life. Like, I mean, I haven't seen the documentary. I'm sure it paints her in a positive light. But honestly, the last thing she needs is the spotlight. The last thing she needs is everyone knowing her business. Like, at this point, I mean, we've done enough to that poor girl. Just leave her alone, get her out of the spotlight, let her heal.
Mm-hmm. Raina, what are your thoughts?
I feel emotional whiplash just from everything I've heard and seen lately. I can't imagine how she feels. Hashtag free Britney, but screw her dad. He's an awful person. I really feel like from everything I know, and I haven't seen the documentary, I'm extremely, extremely interested, and I really want to, but there's really nothing she can do right. So, and then Justin Timberlake, I saw too, posted something about like, I'm sorry, Britney, I'm sorry, Janet. So, I mean, I feel like I'm condescending when I say, oh, I feel bad. But I mean, I feel pretty awful for this woman. And
that's your time.
Yeah.
I'll add with you that Justin Timberlake like apology. It's like too little, too late, man. Like you can't be apologizing to people. Oh, like 2 decades have passed almost. So I don't know. It just felt a little more like a publicity stunt. And close us out, Aunt Jemima, the pancake and syrup company, they've changed their new name to Pearl Milling Company. What do we think of the name change? And I guess just the whole story. Raina, back to you.
Very good that they changed the name. Obviously, incredibly racist and needed to go. However, I'm wondering if any of those are bottles are still on the shelves, because you know what happens when things change, they get a rebrand. A bunch of people scoop them up and sell them on eBay for like $500 more than they're worth. So I wouldn't be surprised. Oddly enough, I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up selling Aunt Jemima syrup for like $800 a bottle. At the end of this, people profiting off of racism, which happens all the time. Yeah. This is pretty gross.
Absolutely. Alexa, what do you think?
I'm glad that they changed it. I mean, because that's a really racial stereotype of, I don't know why in 2021 we're doing the Mammy character at all. Mm-hmm. That being said, that new name is garbage. Like, how are they going to expect to sell any product with that name? They couldn't come up with anything like the Pearl trading butter company, whatever. Just pick something else. Like, make it a creative cartoon, non-racially coded character or something.
I have to agree.
Just make it like a unicorn like this, and like the butter come out of the tushy.
I have to agree with I think the name, I don't know where they got the name. It must have some kind of historical connection. And I was kind of hoping though that they would do something to honor, Black women. Since they've had this character that's been a caricature of Black women, I was hoping, there was some kind of incorporation and it doesn't seem like there is this time, which to me is kind of a letdown. So we'll see. I guess we'll continue to see what the Pearl Milling Company pancakes will taste like in their branding. Well, our scores tonight are 1 point off. 1 point. I cannot believe the math was that close. So, with 26 points and winning, Alexa with 25 is Raina. Oh, it was
That's
so
okay.
close.
That's okay. Nice job, Alexa.
Close. Oh my gosh. Well, you both are champs in my book. You guys are Pop It All-Stars. So I can't wait to have you both on. Alexa, we'll see you on in 2. Raina, we'll see you on pretty soon, I'm sure, as well. And what a great battle between 2 fantastic women. I loved it. All right. Until next time, peace out. Thank you so much.